sense? Now you can cut that. All right, how do I know when you're doing it?
When you say action, I start.
Oh, it's doing it now?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do oven 425 at bake. Oops, no. 425 and start. Okay? And we also want to get our rack down to like I like it on the second lowest. And you can either put this one up high or take it out completely. You know how to do racks? You pull them out, you tilt, and they come out. Same way going in. You tilt, I'll put it in the top one, and then you let it down, and then you can push it in. Alright, let that preheat. Then we have our chicken. It comes from the store. You take it. This is all waterproof. Take it to your sink. Put it in your sink. We need a light. Then I take scissors and very carefully, without cutting the skin, I open the packaging.
You don't want to cut your skin or the chicken skin.
Or the chicken skin. True. Thank you, Pops. You get that sucker open. Notice I just put contamination there. That was probably dumb. I should have left it in the sink. So I get rid of the packaging. Then you gotta go. Here's a close-up, Pops. You gotta get the guts out. Ooh. So that's a package of guts. Nothing else in there. And sometimes they put guts in the butt. Yes, I said butt. Alright, actually that's the head.
Yep.
So that did come out of the butt. Alright, now, I should have this running. Contamination everywhere. I rinse him, and I rinse him. Fill up his butt. Alright, let that rinse out. And you just rinse him all over.
Does he get slippery?
No, he's less slippery when you rinse him. And then you get your paper towels, and you're going to want to pat them dry. Like a baby. Oops, contamination. Pat him. Oh, isn't he cute? Look at that. Look at his legs. Oh. I'm going to have a grandbaby pretty soon. Alright, and the reason why we pat him dry is so that he gets nice and brown. We take him over. And I always have a problem with this. I'm going to throw these away because they're contaminated. You do it breast side up. And the way I figure out breast side up is I pretend like I'm in the chicken, and these are my wings, so this must be my breast. Oh dear.
Do you need a hand?
And there he is, breast side up. Alright, cut. Now, sorry about the cut. Now I'm going to wash my hands, okay? So, get the chicken juice off. Cut. So I'm going to take some butter, about a tablespoon. Get a little bowl. I'm going to put it on melt and melt it. Cut. Alright, so my butter is almost melted. And what I'm going to do is get this out before.
Looking for the basting brush?
Yeah, so maybe you should cut because it's a basting brush. I don't really like this one. I'd rather have the old-fashioned boar's head.
Like paintbrushers.
Boar's head.
Boar's hair.
Yeah, like a paintbrush. This is silicone, whatever. So you take your melted butter and you're just going to paint your chicken with the butter. Alright, and you paint his legs. The butter helps to get a beautiful brown
Skin.
crust. Skin, whatever. And once you do this, we're going to put salt and pepper. Some people tie the legs. You can do that. I don't do it. It's fine. Then you take, this is kosher salt. This is the big fat kind, not
Chunky
the little,
kind.
Yeah, the bigger grain. And you salt it. And then you pepper it. And it's sticking because of the butter. You could also stuff the chicken, but we're not doing that. And then I'm using thyme today. Sometimes I use rosemary. You don't have to use anything but salt and pepper. But thyme it is today. And guess what? It's ready to go in the oven. That was so hard. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I open my oven. Oh wait, we gotta wait for it to... I am so good that the ovens are not even heated up and I have my chicken ready to go in. That's how fast chickens are.
And we're going to what,
Basically,
325?
unpack them, rinse them, pat them dry, lube them up and season, and you're done. Let's go back to here then, pups. So here I have mega contamination. I have chicken juice. And Michael, for you, you're just gonna throw this in the trash, okay? A lot of people will use it for gravies and stuffing. There's a reason why that happened. There is an iron. There's actually an iron coin
Disc
in there.
Yep.
Okay, so you gotta clean out your sink and anything that got contaminated. So that's my scissors, the sink, and my counter here. So the way I do that is, the easiest way actually, is a COVID wipe. So you can pause. Kills chicken germs. Chicken germs are pretty bad, okay? Like we talk about eating batter off of the beaters. That's, you know. But chicken's a different story. So I'm doing my counters now. Right? I'm going to do this because I touched this, and possibly this. There go my scissors. Even here where I touched them. So that goes in the trash. And now I'm going to just do some, this is Clorox spray. Use any cleaner probably will work. And then
You'll probably find those in the laundry room if they're not under the sink.
they're probably in the sink. And then I scrub it out. Really good. To get rid of the chicken juice. And then if I feel like my sponge has been contaminated, I can put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds is what I do.
You want the
But I
sponge
make
to
them
be
really
soaking
super
wet.
What I usually do is I do both of them. Get them as wet as I can, dripping wet. Plop them in the microwave 330 and let them cook. And it sterilizes, well, it kills any germs. All right, cut. So here's the thing. As your chicken's going to cook about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on its size. And sometimes it gets too brown on the top. And if that happens towards the end, like the last 30 minutes, you can check your chicken. If it looks perfectly golden brown, then what you're going to want to do is stop the browning. And the way you do that is use just a piece of foil. And it's called tenting. Alright, so I made kind of a tent. And you just put it over, I'm going to ruin this foil. You put it over the chicken, just basically like that.
So that's after it's been cooking for a while and you're ready to stop the browning, but
Right.
you still need it to cook more.
Yes, yes. So that'll stop the browning, but continue the cooking. And now I gotta throw this away because what a shame.
Touched raw chicken.
I'll save it and put
Right.
it on the chicken if need be.
Rolling.
Okay, so 30 minutes has passed. I'm going to turn my oven down to 375. Yes. Oh, and this is what it looks like so far. See how it's all blonde? It's not browning or anything, but it's plumping up. So this is great. Halfway through, I'm going to do this for 375 for almost an hour. I would say like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before that. So in 30 minutes, check to see if it's too brown, and then check every 10 minutes if it's super brown. Put the foil on it, tent it. But yeah, there's some, especially turkeys, have a little pin in them. It's kind of cool. It's like a pin that has like a
Sleeve
vial of something. You put it in, and then when it heats up, boop, and it pops out. So you'll see this little red indicator saying it's done. But usually by the time that pops out, it's kind of overdone. And once you get your chicken out too, you'll want to like let it rest for 10 minutes or so. And then you want to have Aunt Michelle carve it for you. So, because we know that you can't carve it. All right. Well, he can't, right? What did he do before with the chicken?
Do you want to say cut?
Cut. What you wanted to know? Okay. Action.
So, 30 minutes at 425.
Uh-huh.
Then you turn it down to 375 and check it again in 30 minutes. And then every 10 minutes, you're going to check it.
Well, that
until-
sounds so laborious. It's just, if it's starting to get brown, that's when you want to kind of keep an eye on it or just throw the stupid foil on it. But
Yeah. So the total cooking time is going to be an hour and a half.
yeah. So basically, you make the chicken, you prep it, you put it on the pan, and you cook it for 30 minutes. Boom, come out, change the temperature. Hi. It's super easy, right? It took me like 2 minutes, well, longer than that. And there is some juicy juice. But you cook it. You cook it for half an hour. You change the temperature, and so it's very little work. It takes a long time. It takes like half a day to do it, right? A couple hours. But it's very little work. And it's delicious. And then everybody's like, ooh.